See, we're mixing up the annual meeting with the regular February meeting,
Okay,
but that's fine, let's just do it.
yeah, we can do that at the end. Okay,
Yeah,
just don't
fine.
let me forget.
Well, like I said, I have it.
I know, but what I'm trying to say, Kathy, don't forget. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, okay? All right,
I'm not too.
all right,
Because we're doing the January minutes.
Okay.
So we might as well. do it.
okay, all right.
And I know.
Her?
Yeah, I don't care, I don't forget.
She called the office, maybe
These are all checks to
2
sign.
weeks ago, my phone,
And Frank,
and then.
he's not coming. Already, he's all set. Okay.
Oh,
So, and Janet, they did cut the grass, if you saw the cut grass. A couple of days ago. So it may not be what she wants, but she did cut the grass. Okay, and I gave him, he read it.
I'm not crazy about it, because but that's what it is.
that's in section one, anyway, isn't it? Or is it section two?
And you did.
Okay, it's section,
Yeah.
section one starts right there. Goes down.
She said you're not doing it. and-
But anyway, yeah.
Frank said he saw it. I don't know when they cut it. I'm just saying that it's not like they're not cutting her grass. But I think with Rodney, you should mention to him, just
very.
let them understand that when they're cutting three, they need to go as far as.
So I'm ready on that.
Please.
There's no way.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, okay.
That's my initial.
That's you. Okay. So did you? talk
Will you
about it?
etch that in your mind,
Did you
please?
talk
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Hello,
I know. She, I texted.
hello,
And she just texted me back. But at the end of the day, I
hello,
texted her in the morning. She texted me.
hello. Hello,
No, this is not working for me.
you can hello, can you not hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
I can hear you, but it's not working. I
Okay.
can't see anything.
Sweetheart, we're not going on to the meeting until 10 o'clock. So if you call us back at 10 o'clock, you'll hear things, all right?
Oh, okay.
All right, so call back
Okay,
at 10,
thank you.
all right? Bye.
Bye.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're not, it was Tracy. She said they're not doing the meeting till 10 o'clock. I don't know, sweetheart.
3 minutes. Yeah. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Oh, I think.
All right, I have two people on.
It was Linda. The board, before we start, to the board, Marty, okay, whenever we're speaking, we've had some people on the Zoom that when we don't use the microphone, even though we can be heard in here, they can't hear on Zoom. So that was the feedback that I got this morning. So I want to make sure that no matter whoever talks, the meeting hasn't started, so that's why I'm saying this. Whoever talks, make sure that the board uses the microphone, okay, no matter how loudly you speak. Okay? Okay. You good to go?
And let's do January one.
Okay. Okay, when's the January minutes? Linda, you're ready to, you have the. If you want. All righty, call to order. And let's all stand and do our pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
God bless the
Good morning to everyone. We're not going to be having a regular board meeting because of the election today. So what I'd like to do is just read the board meeting minutes from the last January meeting, January 18th. It's a little bit different than we would normally do, but we're just going to go through this quickly. And then we'll start our official meeting. All right, so we did the call to order at 10 a.m. pledge and the reminders for all of us is no crosstalk. Please wait to ask a question, that kind of stuff. Okay, I think we heard it all. Is the mic working? Okay, I have to put it in my mouth almost. Okay, I apologize. Okay, hopefully everyone can hear me now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keep me honest, okay? All right, so it was the call to order, the pledge and the reminders, the introduction to the down to earth landscapers came in. Chad Folds, who was the brand manager, Rodney Santi, who was the account manager, and Mario, grounds manager. We had a short summary of the procedures and the goals of down to earth. Present was Kathy Rogers, Sebastian Buster Luciano, Diane Wagler, Frank Hansen, Harry Marty Dowler, and Linda Williams. Absent was Art Cardillo. Recording, Greg Schenk, Diane Waggerer, Trish Gomez as Zoom coordinator. Secretary, motion by Buster, second by Marty to accept minutes from December 18th, 2024, all approved. President, recap of down to earth, grounds too wet, leading to fungi in the grass as well as extensive weed growth. Do not water lawns at all until further notice. E-voting was recapped. Real estate increased interest in purchasing and rentals. Several contracts pending. Vice President, no report. Treasurer, financials not posted yet. More time needed to review and year-end adjustments. Art Cardillo joined meeting at approximately 10:30 a.m. Buildings, raccoons invading pool area have been handled, defecating in the pool. When leaving your unit for an extended duration, do not leave food or garbage out. It will attract rats, mice, and assorted critters that could lead to a very expensive extermination and cleanup. Also, be sure to turn off the water and electric to the water heater. Always call if you suspect water running or leaking. No further information from section 3 about the water quality.
A pod at Dixieland is for use by, of the company replacing several front doors, John Jacobs Construction. Foundation repair in several units is underway, and sidewalks will be inspected in the next few months for cracking and settling, excuse me. Recreation, all good. POA, meeting is tomorrow, January 16th, 2025, no report. Old business, none. New business, none. General discussion, pool area, tables, chairs, patio, etc. need to be cleaned more often. Art will discuss with Bob Betty. Burn between High Point and Savannah Preserve will be 6 feet high and trees will be planted. Question on garbage pickup being increased to 3 times per week. No information on that, rumor. Suggested uses for shuffleboards, sticks area. Horseshoes, golf, cornhole game is available with the shuffleboard sticks and discs. Sign needed at tennis court entrance, tennis shoes only, no scooters, bikes, skateboards, etc. Question on ratio of rentals to permanent residents. Reiterate rules and regulations concerning dogs addressed this in newsletter. Motion by Buster, second by Marty to adjourn, all approved. Adjourned 11 a.m. Signed Diane Wagger as secretary. Motion,
Make a
Oh.
motion to accept that as read.
okay. Alrighty, and then we're gonna have Linda read the minutes here. And put it right next to you.
Okay, these are the POA notes from January the 16th. Discussion regarding the pit area gate, 12-volt solar truck gate opens with a key fob. Dry house would have a key fob for any city trash pickup. That hasn't been done yet, but that's a possibility. There is a new guard supervisor and the POA will have a meeting with the new supervisor. POA sign will be moved closer to the guardhouse so as to deter anyone from removing the letters. Electrician will be out to repair lights in the front. They will also do a complete overhaul of all electricity and give estimate on what work needs to be done. Ronnie from Down to Earth will provide the POA with monthly reports. Howard will connect internet to the Down to Earth area and Down to Earth will install cameras. The front area will be pressure washed to remove mold. The treasurer's report was as of the end of the year, 12/31/2024. The balance was 59,544.78. All bills have been paid as of January 15th, and the reserve account has $102,524. Meeting adjourned at 1:30. The next meeting will be February the 13th at 1 p.m. in section 2. Linda Williams, your POA rep.
Okay, thank you. Alrighty, so we've read the meeting minutes, so now we can start the agenda for the 10 o'clock meeting, which would be the count. My brain this morning. Okay, so recording. Okay, Greg Shank. Okay, all right, Andrea. Andrea, I couldn't, I remembered your name properly. I apologize.
I'm sorry, what you said?
Andrea, I said. I call her Angie, hey you, whatever, and so I'm apologizing to her, so. Yes. Okay, and Trish is also recording. Alrighty, is the certification of the quorum, sorry? Oh, roll call, sorry.
Marty Dollar.
Luciano.
Linda Williams.
Kathy Rogers,
Diane Wagner.
Frank Anthony.
all right, and Art is absent. Alrighty, certificate of the quorum. So the number of votes and which is equal to the e-votes and the paper mailing. So you've gotten just that. That's all we need to have right now is just how many we have total. Huh? Oh, sorry.
We have between the e-votes and the mail-in votes, total is 450 votes total.
Wow.
That's, I see, okay.
How many units?
How many units
were-
responded?
I got 129 mail votes,
Okay.
the electronic votes.
Yeah, that's what we want.
But that comes to 450, electronic votes are 321. Oh, you mean in total, okay,
All right,
no,
The unit numbers, how many unit numbers we
the
have?
unit numbers, 129. That's the envelopes that we got.
We got 129 mail-in responses.
Wait, 35, sorry.
okay, that's
The
not,
total voters, I mean, I got that straight.
okay.
35 mail-in. And where would it be on?
But it should have been an email this morning. As of yesterday, we had 94.
Well, that's what we're gonna-
94 online votes. $35 mail-in votes.
We have empty units, a number of empty units, no voters.
Right.
So, we're good. Okay, so we have a quorum.
Oh, we got crosses. We'll figure it out later. and
Okay.
Put it online.
All right. All right, so we have call to order. Proof of the notice of the meeting, everybody got their notice. Reading and disposal of minutes, we just did that. No, we didn't, we did the meetings from last year. All right, the annual meeting from last year was February 14th, 2024. Call to order was at 10 a.m. Pledge of Allegiance, reminders, no crosstalk, silence your cell phones. Note to all, please hold all questions and comments until we complete the entire agenda. Your concerns will be addressed before the end of the meeting in general discussion. Recording Diane Waggerer, Trish Gomez as Zoom coordinator. Present Catherine Kathy Rogers, Sebastian Buster Luciano, Diane Waggerer, Frank Hansen, Harry Marty Dowler, and Art Cardillo. Absent was Winnie Mae Young. President, motion by Buster, second by Frank to accept minutes from February 8th, 2023, as read by Kathy, all accepted. Quorum was not reached for an annual meeting. 0 proxies, none mailed as there was no election needed. 15 present in person, 3 via Zoom. As explained in the letter on January 25th, 2024, to all unit owners, no election was required in February 2024. The letter appears on the following page. And that just explained that we had the same amount of people that applied to run for the board that we had openings for. So that's why we didn't have to have an actual vote. All right, so motion to accept,
Second.
all in favor? Opposed? Okay, now we have the the results of the election of the board members.
I want to
Okay,
thank your group
Andrea,
for doing the work that you did. They were wonderful. They were absolutely wonderful. Okay, and what am I supposed to do?
you need to say it into the microphone, please.
I will. I will.
Okay,
I didn't- you know?
Yes,
yes,
Okay. So.
very close to your mouth,
It's how close to
like
it?
that, yeah.
As close as we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, I just read what? The totals. Each total, okay. Dollar. No. I'm sorry. I could sign it, but nobody would know what I'm saying. Now, I do know signing. Anybody? Girl? Hi. All right, so we have Dowler, 105 votes.
Are you hearing this on this, the?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not,
Yeah, go a little closer. Yeah.
okay. Dowler, 105, Hanson, 107, Levitas, 25, Luciano, 101, Rogers, 112. 112 from Rogers.
Thank you.
Shall I do it again,
Yes,
Marty?
please.
Yes, okay, so
Dowler, 105 votes. Hanson, 107 votes. Levitas, 25 votes. Luciano, 101, and Rogers, 112.
that was 25 for, this was.
Levitas.
He's not here either, right?
No.
Okay, so,
It's not changed, the board remains the same.
the board remains the same. Thank you very much. I have to say from the bottom of my heart, I mean, thank you. Okay. The election of the representatives to be, that will be the roles that we have currently will be the ones that we'll continue to hold. Okay, at least for this time being, right now. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why I am, but it just, thank you. Maybe. Oh, the property association, I'm sorry, I'm a little scattered right now, I apologize. Okay, property association. Nominations from the floor.
The representative.
The representative first. The current representative is Linda. And this is coming from you guys, so, and the current president, other representative and president is Trish.
Board member.
Huh?
I'm not a representative, I'm a board member.
You're a board member, okay, sorry. Board member,
Right.
all right. I'm sorry. Okay, all righty, okay, so from the floor, we need to have recommendations or nominations for those same
I'm not on the board, I can do.
for the board representative and for the, okay, yes.
I'll nominate Linda to continue to be our representative, if she's willing to do that.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor? Okay, and for the board member,
No, you don't ask for it before she has to.
oh, she has to
I have to
appoint.
do it.
Yes.
How do I do it? Just I nominate Trish Gomez to be president of the POA.
To be the board member.
They're both members, yes.
All right. You can see we don't do this very often, okay? So, all righty. Okay, so congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations. Thank you, all of you. All right, so report from the directors if there are any. We're working on the, yeah.
We're still working on the temporary.
Alrighty, now the audience, if there's anything, any general discussion by the members, regarding the, election, this is your time to share information, share opinions, whatever. Yes,
Just clarify that, because there was some discussion here. What was the total number of units that actually participated in the election? Was it 129?
I think so.
129 is the total number that participated.
Out of how many, 294?
264.
and right now we have, 9 empty. Completely empty, okay? We also have 2 that just sold, actually, they're closing this week, and we have 2 more that, one is closing in, March, and the other one's gonna close in April. So we'll have 4 more, so actually, in total, we have 13 that are empty, that we don't have anyone voting, okay? So, that's the story.
So are you satisfied with the electronic vote then, or you look at more people involved, obviously?
Yes, and those of you that did use the electronic voting, what's your overall feedback?
Very,
Yeah, I thought so too.
Very good, okay,
If you weigh between the electronic and because I saw the mayor in a town with the team, 4 envelopes, 5 envelopes, 2 stamps, is the ballot, and you have to make sure that's secure. I mean, it makes some people feel secure.
oh,
It does. Instead of, they don't trust the Congress. Yeah, so it's, half and half, but most of us have been leaning towards the electronic votes. As far as I can see. Yes, it is.
very simple.
okay. What, just for those people that are on Zoom, just a very quick, what's being said basically was this very easy process to follow. And for those people that had difficulty, we had a couple of people that came in and they just wanted to make sure that they knew how to work it. There was another thing too, I had an issue when I first started, and it's just because I didn't read all the directions, but anyway, I'm just saying that it was the first time for everybody, so, in most did anybody have to spend like more than 2 or 3 minutes doing their vote that did vote? Did you had an issue that you needed help, but you got some help with, right? Right, and Buster was the same, Buster was our, yeah, our trial person, okay, and as far as the board was concerned, and all Linda did was stand behind him and read with him, and he did it in less than 2 minutes. So I'm just saying that, it's very, very easy, so going forward, my personal recommendation is to use that, okay? It saved us an enormous amount of money. It turned out to be what, $3.73? Just for the stamps to mail out. Okay, so this is what's happening right now. We were lucky enough to have all the envelopes that we had, so we used old envelopes, that kind of stuff, so, and plus, but then we also had to make copies. I think we made 5 copies, and of course, they had to be color and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just saying that, for just efficiency and also to save money, for those people that haven't, please consider again, doing the, electronic ballots, and we'll be happy to have you come in, and then you can do a little test. If you need some help, we'll be glad to do that with you. Okay, so, thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, so the date and time of the next organizational meeting. Well, this is not, no, it's dates and time. Okay, so this is, yeah, okay, this is, okay. Okay, so the organizational meeting is gonna start in just a moment. How's that? So we're going to adjourn the current meeting. And we're going to open the organizational meeting. Okay, so the organizational meeting is basically what I misspoke in this other part. The organizational meeting, so the motion, Diane, is,
Okay, now I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
I'll second it.
all in favor? Okay, so that's done. The next one, now the organizational meeting, we'll call that to order. And everyone that's present, Marty,
Second.
you're here. You're here, you second that, yes, okay. All right.
Fine.
Buster? Who's here?
Oh,
Roll call.
Linda Williams.
Kathy Rogers,
Diane Wagner.
Great, Nancy.
okay,
Yeah, I
and,
need so. Couple minutes.
okay, Art is absent. Okay, we need someone to make a motion to, about the
Okay,
roles.
then I make a motion that the current directors stay in their current positions, no changes for this year.
Did you get?
I make a motion that the current directors stay in their current position.
I'll second that.
Okay, seconded by Frank, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now we have the schedule for the board meetings coming forward. We're not having one on Wednesday just because it should be that third Wednesday, so we're not gonna have it, that's why we did that other meeting just ahead of time. Okay, but the next one, we'll put the schedule out early next week. It's gonna be the same thing, we're gonna have the 10 o'clock meetings, and the third Wednesday, the third month will be the one that comes at 6:30 in the evening. Okay, so, we still have, we'll have March, June, September, and December will all be at 6:30. And all the rest of the meetings will be on the third Wednesday of the month, and they'll be, at 10 o'clock. So we'll put the schedule out, the official schedule.
I'm getting ready to lose. Yeah. I'm gonna give you a quick update on a couple of things going on. I'm sure everybody's concerned with the work still going on in section 1. They set one of the important manholes yesterday, but the notice they're still trying to push water out. They've got a 12-foot deep piece of equipment going in there for their new lift station. So they've got to keep this groundwater moving and keep it out of the way, otherwise it'll float out of the hole. It looks like that could wrap up as early as Monday or Tuesday next week. Second thing, the swimming pool for section 3, I know everybody's concerned about that too, with everybody coming here. They lifted the concrete yesterday. They have to come back and address it one more time on Thursday. 3 plans on painting that deck over the weekend, so the pool should be open on Monday morning for section 3. As far as what I've been doing lately, Kathy talked about the sidewalks earlier. Bob's got a list of sidewalks to clean. He did 600 block and 400 block. I think he's on 500 today, unless he's doing something else. We've been putting in new doors. We lifted part of the buildings, so things are still going fast, like always. And if anybody's got a question about any of that, shoot it now. I gotta go. Good.
That was it. Yeah.
Okay, so anything that you wanted to discuss, ask questions for, anything else? Oh, sorry. Anything? Okay, Jewel, you're on, and Dorothy, you're there as well. Do you have any questions or any comments that you'd like to make? I guess not. Yes,
I unmute them.
we're gonna have to do
No, sorry, I had my voice off.
Okay.
Thank you.
Questions? Mrs.
No,
Flo?
I have none. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's them now.
9:30, in the back row, Savannah, Dan and Jan and I tried to talk to Mario. There's no one speaking English, but they had only come with their down to earth company once in all the time they worked here to do our lawn, okay? And I think it's been reported, but I was wondering if I should go through Linda because she gets the reports from them, right?
No, I don't get the reports, the office does.
Okay, okay, just, I'm gonna address what I know, okay? Frank just left just now, but we talked about this morning. They have cut your grass twice.
No, once.
I'm sorry?
No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have spoken. My fault.
They've been told not to talk to anyone, so come to the office, please, fill out a form, and we'll get it to make to the right people, okay? My understanding is right now is the bushes have not been trimmed. Okay, so the bushes have not been trimmed. My understanding as of this morning from Frank was that the grass has been cut twice. Now, if that's not true, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I was told this morning, okay? So what we're going to do is reiterate with them because 9:30, in case for those people who don't know that, 9:30 is right between, is the only unit that's between sections 1 and section 3. It's the only unit 2. So what's happened was when they first came in, they didn't understand that that was our unit, okay, that they were supposed to cut the grass. They assumed, unfortunately, that it was section 1, so that's why they didn't cut it. Okay, and because they're not doing section 1. So we talked to them and we explained to them that section 930 was section 2. So that should be cut at the same time that section 3 is cut. I'm just letting you know that that's what I was told this morning by Frank, is that it has been cut twice. Okay, now I'm just, okay, whether you're agreeing or not agreeing, that's all I can tell you is what I know. And the bushes were not done again, but that's, we have they're supposed to be coming in today to talk to us. And we'll make sure that those two things are on there. Okay, 9:30 will not be, we'll talk to them again. I know I've spoken to them at least once. Diane has spoken to them as well. So it's not like we're ignoring this, okay? And I don't know what the story is, but the other thing too is that we've just got to keep in mind that they do speak Spanish. And if we speak to them, we're interrupting them from what they're supposed to be doing, okay? So I'm just saying to you, just come to the office, fill out that form, and we'll take care of it right away, okay? And make sure that it's taken care of appropriately. So if there's anything like that, any kind of, just like you would have with Bob or with Marty before, it's the same kind of a process. If you need something done, fill out a work order and we'll make sure that it gets to them. We're making sure that we have a clearer understanding of how they're going to be picking these up and how they're going to be responding back to us, okay? Because we think we had an agreement and an understanding, and we're not sure that that's the case. Okay, so we're just going to reiterate when we have the next meeting with Down to Earth that these should be picked up Monday through Thursday for sure, because the office is open. Okay, if Bob is here, Bob also has the door, he can open the door and give it on Friday. He's here on Friday. But I'm just saying the routine, just so that you know, is Monday through Thursday. Those would be the days that they would be expected to come in Monday through Thursday. And it would be between 9 and 12. If you drop it off in the box there, the mailbox there, it's not going to be picked up until 9 o'clock the next day, or it won't be picked up until Monday, unless someone's in the office. If Frank happens to see it, it would be, but don't depend on that. Okay. So I'm just letting you know that those are the hours. Okay. So 9 to 12, Monday through Thursday would be the normal time to put in the, and we would make sure that those days that they get the work orders. Okay. If it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, that's not going to happen. Okay. It could happen, but there's no guarantee. Okay, that's as fair as we can be. Anyway. All right, anything else? I mean, this is the time if there's, yes, Sandy.
On my way over, they're doing the hedges now by the botch.
Oh, they are, okay. Well, they started doing them, but apparently, and I don't know, I'm not a landscaper, okay? I don't know what their process is, okay? There was a process before when we had Marty and Cliff doing the trimming and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what their process is. I don't know if they go from one area to another area over this way, or if they go this, I don't know. So that's something we need to talk about and we need to address, because like what just happened today, they're trimming the bushes here today. And we had that meeting, okay? So unfortunately, they stopped. We had to stop them because we couldn't hear. So, we just need to do a better part of communication. So we need to let them know on Wednesdays when we have our meetings at 10 o'clock in the morning. So let's not schedule that kind of stuff at that time, because it turns out, at least in my, to my feeling, is that their machines are a little bit louder than what we're used to. So I mean, it is what it is. It's the reality of the situation. So, if you have anything that you want to talk to us about, that's why we're here. Okay, and as I said, if my red car is out there, you know that I'm here. So if it's that important, come and knock on the door. Okay, yes.
When, what we had before, if there was trash that is blowing out and things like that, Marty and Cliff and his guys were good at picking it all up. Who's going to be responsible if there's, trash is blown out somewhere, who's doing it now?
They're supposed to do it every night. They're supposed to make rounds, and if there's limbs and stuff like that put out there, they're supposed to pick them up, which I know they have.
Trash.
Oh, trash,
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
no, trash, no, that's.
Somebody throws a cup out their window or something, and it's laying in the grass somewhere.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh,
Who's
I
going to
don't,
pick up that kind of litter?
I don't think they are. We always did, but.
Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna have to think about that, okay? Just because I don't have an answer right now, and I don't want to make something up and say it's not the right thing, okay? So, and I don't know if it's fair for them to be expected to pick up our trash, so it's just like, I don't know. As I said, we're spoiled, to be honest with you, we're very, very spoiled with the coverage that we had before, because every day it was always checked every single day. I mean, they checked out in front, to make sure that there wasn't trash that was out front left from US 1. So again, we're gonna have to make an adjustment and see what we can do about it. I don't know the answer. I really don't. So we'll figure that out. Okay, so we put that down as an action item. Okay, anything else? Now's the time.
Do we have any large unplanned expenditures of our cash, or is everything been planned, is no surprises?
Surprise.
No. Okay, Diane.
Unplanned, it came up unexpectedly,
Yeah,
so everything is so to say.
so far.
Yes, I think the buildings are pretty good shape. We haven't had. Yeah.
Okay, and the other thing too is, just so you know, is that so many of the things that we've done that have cost us more this year than we expected it to be, are things that Frank has discovered over time. Bob has discovered, the two of them, between the two of them. And some of those things are the lifting the cracks that we had in walls on some of the buildings, that we ended up having to lift the buildings. That was totally unexpected, okay? But it was only, thank goodness, it was identified when it was, because it prevented something really bigger from happening. And what's happened is that every morning, just so you know, and I'm speaking for Frank, but I think if I'm saying misspeaking something, just let me know. Every morning they take a ride around. And minimally, what they're doing is they're checking for cracks. They're checking for broken windows, all of that kind of stuff, okay? They're also checking for leaks when they ride around. And they just discovered one in one of the units that's empty. So I'm just saying that they're very conscious of what's going on here. So one of the things that we're doing, and I don't know if, and correct me if I'm wrong, we did discuss putting money into the budget for doing repiping, okay? And it was a guesstimate as to how many we thought we would be doing. So
We talked about it, we didn't do anything.
okay, all right. So, all right, so we're still talking about it? Okay. All right.
Aren't the funds from Raymond James, their input to influx of money to us would go into that, I'll call this slush fund for unexpected?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, it's the reserve fund. Yeah, so we have money. It's not like there's not gonna be any kind of, we have money to take care of those kinds of things, even though we haven't put in whatever it's going to be like. We're gonna do a guesstimate of 5 that we're gonna repipe. Okay, that money is still there, and that's what it's for. That's why we have it in the reserve, so we don't have to have any kind of assessment. There's no plan that I'm aware of in any kind of discussion that anybody on the board with knowledge that has anything that could be coming down the pike to know that there'll be any kind of assessment. That hasn't even been thought about to the best of my knowledge, okay? So everything is covered in the reserve. We've also put more money into each one of the separate buckets for the reserve. So we have
With about $1 million in the reserve. And it's all been allocated to certain things, so we should be okay. Unless it's like a catastrophe, but I don't expect any. God doesn't tell me.
we've been very attentive to, we've done all the things in preparation of what maybe should have been done over the years. Okay, so now you have everybody has new roofs. So those roofs are good for another 20 years at least. Okay, then we also have the clips, which gave us some more security during hurricanes and that kind of stuff. So those are the kinds of things we're also taking care of. If there's a leak, we're taking care of it right away, as soon as we know about it. And they're looking for it. There have been some of the empty units, even though we tell them to turn the water off, turn off the hot water heater, they don't do that. So what happens sometimes is that while they're away, there's a leak. And when that leak occurs, they're looking for them that's something they do every single day. They go around to look to see, make sure. And of course, anybody that sees one calls us as well. As soon as you see a leak, you give us a call and we have Frank go out there and get the appropriate person to or company to come in and take care of it. So we've been very attentive to all of that kind of stuff. So please don't ever feel as though you're being a bother, because you're not. Come here, knock on our door, whatever. Like I said, if my red car is out there, I'm here. So if there's something that's important, I mean, it's nice to say hello to me, don't get me wrong. But I mean, if there's something you want to relay to me, please don't hesitate to do that. That's fine. Okay, yes.
That one question, did I understand right, we're not supposed to be watering?
Correct.
Okay, now, I noticed that the building that's south of us, I'm in 127, Lakeshore.
131.
I guess that's the number. It has, somebody installed an automatic sprinkler system. Remember, Marty, last year was the time where the thing wasn't burning off. And I noticed that it just comes on automatically. I'm not sure if anybody has a way to override that.
Is this the one in the 2-story building?
No. The one story that's. just-
It's out 131. If this is the same one, I don't know.
Yeah.
We've already called them a couple of times and,
Okay.
and Frank has been there knocking on the door, et cetera, to explain it. And he's already been told that it will have to be disassembled.
There must be a way to override that.
That's what I'm saying. It'll be disassembled if it's not taken care of. And the reason being is because, not because we're trying to be, we're good with water and all that kind of stuff right now. It's just that it's doing harm to the grass. The grass, a lot of our grass is in dormant stage right now. So what's happening is it's not sucking up the water. Okay, so what's happening is it's just settling and it's causing mold, it's causing the grass to die. So we're doing just the opposite of what you would think you would do by watering. So that's why we're asking stop watering. So we asked for January, we asked for February. Most people, participated in that, but some people did not. And so those people that have not been, we've been speaking to them. And there are some people that just don't think we know, or that the landscapers know what they're talking about anyway. And so it is what it is. So the next step is that it will be disabled. Okay, so, and it's not like we're trying to be, we've got that fine line between being Attila the Hun and being people that are doing things that are good for the, okay, so it's sometimes it's difficult to get that point across to say that what we're asking is the good for everyone, not just for one individual person. Okay, so the other thing that we also had with DTE, and I know we're way off track as to what's going on right now, so this is a conversation, literally what's going on, is that there were some people that had some plants that they had put into the ground and they were in dormant. And when they came around, they thought they were weeds and they pulled them up. And we're very sorry for that, very, very sorry for that. If that happened to you, let us know, because they'll talk to you and see what they can do to make it right. Okay, so we've had one person that I can recall that happened and was very upset because some of them was really special to that person. And I understand, I mean, but you also have to understand that was an innocent thing to do. They just thought it was, as I said, weeds. So, but anything like that, rather than stew on it, just come to the office and let us know and we'll see what we can do about it. And we have good relationships with everybody, and Frank doesn't let anything get by. So he takes care of all of the crazy stuff that happens in our units. So anyway, that's my story. Anything else? Yes.
We're gonna have mulch. Mulch?
Mulch. That's a good question. I think we pay extra for mulch, don't we? And so when was the last time that we had mulch done?
I think it was last year.
Last year in February.
Was when?
Last year in February. Because normally every year they put in December. Or last year they did it in February.
Okay, all right.
That's now in February, they are gonna put in more.
Okay. All right, so Marty, we need to talk about that, okay? As to what we want to do with that. Okay, so.
And we do that every other year, you didn't do mulch every year, did you?
No,
Every other. year.
every other year, that's the way we get it.
Yeah, so we should.
I don't know how there's.
Well, we can talk to them and see. I mean,
Yeah.
again, this was something, I know it wasn't included in our original contract because it was done extra. Okay, so,
And sometimes armadillo, going, and all the family around, holes, the holes,
oh,
they get rid of the mulch. No holes around.
yeah,
That's why, and the mulch covered, sometimes I have to accommodate the mulch, but now. I'm all-
yeah. Okay, okay.
Andrew.
Go.
Okay. Hi,
Hi.
I have the same problem. There's two things I did. But Marty gave me a suggestion and it works. You buy mothballs. Mothballs. Remember old fashioned mothballs?
Yeah.
More wool.
You buy them, I buried them, I don't know, wherever the holes were, I put some mothballs and then covered up. They don't like it. They don't like it, so it's
cheap enough.
it's a suggestion, it works for me, I don't know.
The next year, they are gonna put the mulch, not this year.
Okay, so the mulch, what you're saying is you think the mulch was preventing the animals? Okay,
Well, like, they don't, I get my mulch and put it, and then Walmart and the side and put it.
okay,
But I wondered if they are gonna put today. If not, I can go to Walmart and bring my mulch and put it.
okay, all right.
I do that, it's not.
We'll talk, okay, we'll talk and we'll have Marty talk to DTE as well and see what we can do, okay? All righty. All righty, but like I said, fill out those work orders. We'll have somebody come and look, okay, and see what we can do to fix whatever it is that needs to be fixed. All righty, that fair? The other thing is, you know, come to the office 9 to 12, we're here. And most of the time we're here even later than that, but I'm just saying that if it's important, knock on the door. The reason I'm staying here later is because we're usually pretty busy during the time that we're open. And there's things that have to be done, like, the nice thing too is that we are selling. And we're selling for a good price, a fair price. So that's really good. So like I said, right now we have 4 for sure. And we just closed one, actually, and they actually got in on the vote. So they just made it for the vote. So anyway, that was good. Anyway, that's the story.
I make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All righty. Thank you, Jewel and Dorothy. Thank you so much for participating.
You're quite welcome.
Can't see you, Jewel, but I can see you, Dorothy.
Okay,
Nice to
bye-bye.
see you.
All right, thank you.
Oh, okay, voting was easy, good, and no issues here. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You have a good day. And
You
thank
too, thank you.
participating.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
right, bye-bye, dear.
In my body. Up in the morning.
I'm the same way, we all are. Too bad.
Wish whatever happened to your wireless microphone.
I know, I started it too late, I have to remember to put that, yeah.
Like, this, see, that's the unfortunate thing.